And good morning, YouTubers and fellow canal rats, as we're lovingly called and known as, canal rats. Welcome to another edition of Saturday Mornings with Paul K. And I am Paul K. Welcome to the channel. Mostly of hunting, fishing, motorcycles, guns, and striped bass in this season and all the 4 seasons. Hunting, fishing, whatever Massachusetts has to offer. Wonderful state of Massachusetts. Once again, I'm at the Cape Cod Canal. We're going to give it a whirl for stripers, and the tide is cranking to the east. And just to show you, during the strong currents, strong tides, this is the 3rd quarter in the full moon. You can see that standing wave right there. It's where currents collide and water is uprushing from the bottom, and bait fish get disorientated in that seriously. And stripers know that, and that's a great place to fish. And there's a few spots during the canal, along the canal, that feature this. Look, like I was stating last week, look for those little trails, that helpful hint that I gave last week, and you'll find a lot of these peculiarities about the canal. Enough chit chat, let's get set up and let's get some stripers. I am psyched. Give my 50 hours, let's roll. Trail boss, let you know. And so conditions on the Cape Cod Canal for today is, on this go around, is wind is from the south, about 12-15 knots. Barometric pressure is 30.00 and rising. It's clear and probably mid-80s. It's pretty hot, but a little less humid than yesterday. We've been in the middle of the heat wave this week, 90s all week. They say this Sunday will be 100, so it's good summer weather if you love summer. We're in the 3rd quarter of the moon phase right now. It's past full moon, and it's starting to die. A couple videos ago, I explained about the moon phases and the tides. And so we're on the dying 3rd quarter moon. And the current is cranking. It's heading to the east, and we're about halfway through, so it's at its maximum speed. We got Mac chunks on the bottom using the Van Staal and the conventional Penn Squall, and I'll talk a little bit about the Penn Squall in a little while. For you guys that are interested in conventional gear, it's a great reel. I talked about the Van Staal last week, marvelous reel, but this week I'll give a little talk about the Squall. Very dependable, reliable, strong reel. With that, I'll let you know what happens. Just set everything out and we're ready to go. Let you know. So I got my baits out and I'm a-fishing, and I'd like to say a little bit about the Penn conventional reel. This is the Penn Squall 2. For you guys that want to know, a lot of you guys asking about what's the equipment. Last week I went over the Van Staal. This week I'll go over the conventional reel. It's called the Penn Squall 2. And it's conventional. It has a star drag here that adjusts the drag. This is the tension of the spool, how fast or slow you want it to go. This is when you're casting and put it on free spool, you hit that and bring it down and you can cast. Then when your bait or lure is out as far as you want to reel, you pull that up. On the side is a clicker in case you just want a straight bait fish. As the line goes out, you loosen your drag and it makes a loud clicking sound. And this is your magnetic anti-reverse. When you cast, a lot of guys are afraid of these conventional reels because of overrun. When you cast with this rod and reel, the weight of the lure or rig on the bottom pulls the line out. It's different from a spinning reel. And as the line is being pulled out, once this reaches maximum speed, it can over travel and you'll get a big old bird's nest. So what they do is they've invented a magnetic drag. Once this reaches top revolution, the magnets in there slowly grab onto it and slow it down so you don't get what they call that professional overrun. And that, along with they call it an educated thumb. after about a half an hour being a brand new user of this, you'll totally get this, and you can use any conventional reel on the planet. Just about as the lure is reaching maximum, the wheel is reaching maximum revolution on your cast, you'll learn to slow this down with your thumb, and you become so good at it, it becomes subliminal. You don't even know that you're doing it. And another key thing about when buying this type of reel is never get a level wind. These reels are made with a device on here that goes back and forth and evenly distributes your line. And the reason why you never want to get one is because that decreases your distance that you can cast by at least 20%, probably way more. It's not a problem at all getting used to these reels, and the trade-off is pure strength. These things are winches, and there's fishes, as long as the appropriate pound test is used, is pretty much unstoppable in the right reel size for whatever fish you're going to. This thing is foolproof. The design has been around for hundreds of years, and they've 2022 have come up with these great advances, but the design is basically the same. So that is the Penn Squall 2 and many other conventional reels that are out there, the Ambassador series, and I love Penn. I've been using them my whole life, and this thing is a lifelong reel. In the salt water, just rinse it down with warm water. Every time you use it when you get home, rinse it down, as well as all your gear. Rinse it down with warm water gently. Let it dry off, and then spray WD-40 on it and wipe that off, and this thing will last the rest of your life with proper maintenance. It's a great reel, and very extremely dependable, and extremely strong reel. So not expensive at all. Bottom line price range, you can probably have this for $150 or less. Bass Pro, Cabela's all sells them. So if you got a mind to go conventional for salt or freshwater, they make tons of different models and sizes. Get a conventional, pure power and strength. You can't go wrong. Trail Boss, let you know. Caffeine will be your friend. 50-hour work week. I'm down here, sit at the canal for a day each week. Get a suntan, no shoes, no shirt, no problem. Bacon in the summer. What more can a guy want? You gotta get out here. Catch that good caffeine buzz. So you can go another 20 hours. In the summer, everything turns into the night shift. The stripers revert to the night shift because of the boat traffic. They act much more natural during night after 10 p.m. or so till dawn. And it's totally a nighttime game. If you catch 3 or 4 stripers a day on a full day of fishing on the beach as a surf caster, you will at least double or triple, if not more, on nighttime, on the night shift. So caffeine will be your friend. Not an unfun process, though. Just be careful. And it's been a few hours, and it's about 100 degrees out there in that hot sun. So you find yourself some shade for you hobo type canal guys, and you adjust these rocks just about perfectly right, and it can get quite comfortable. So it's a rough job being a canal rat. Somebody's got to do it. I can lay here, you adjust these rocks just right, and it's just comfortable as all get out. And it's it's a rough job. Let you know what happens. Fish on. See what you got. Yes, sir. Doesn't feel very big. It's swimming against me, though. I may have gotten off. get off. Dag nabbit. Well, that's why it's fishing. And I don't believe I just said dag nabbit. I'll let you know. So I'll let you in on yet another secret for the canal. Not only the canal, but for all fishing all around. You probably already know it, but I'm bait fishing. Some guys do it on their lures, but oil of anise. Some people swear by it. Other people swear at it. To me, my honest opinion, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So you just kind of douse it, your bait, with it and throw it out there and see what gives. But oil of anise, give it a whirl. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I'll let you know what happens. So this was floating by. I got the end of the rod and I kind of pulled it up. What in the world is this thing? Some kind of sea pod or sea casing, egg casing, alien life form. What in the hell is that? Anyone know? Let me know. Strange. It's a seed pod of some type. Very interesting. I have no clue what it is. I'll let you know. Stranger things. And so as the sun slowly goes down in the west on the canal, thanks for coming along on this edition. Best I could do today was swing and a miss. Had the head, had the fish on. Didn't feel very big, but somehow got off. The circle hook didn't catch. But am very much recharged and sunburnt and had a great time out here. And if you like this episode and all the other stuff that goes on here, I'm trying to bring you some of the best fishing in Eastern Massachusetts, what's available in Eastern Massachusetts. And like, subscribe, comment. And thank you very much for watching. Appreciate all you guys and girls that are watching and have subscribed. And I have a lot of fun bringing you these videos. So until next week, I hope to be back at the canal, or it could be something else. Could be freshwater, could be something to do with anything this channel deals with, guns, motorcycles. But have a good week, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much for watching. Unless something else happens here. Have a good week. Bye.